All right, sorry guys, we're having technical difficulties here. We're not able to hear each other. When we do a FaceTime video, me and Dave, we could hear each other perfectly fine. So I'm guessing it's a Facebook. We may have to, if this doesn't work now, we may have to switch to Instagram. So whoever follows me or the show or Dave on Instagram, we may be going live on there instead because Facebook's fucking up right now. Hardcore. Hey.
Yeah. Same thing.
Still low.
There's no settings on here, is there?
Yeah, I don't see us. Oh, I gotta fix my camera.
Did you limit the?
The thing I don't like about this ring light, it's clipped into the desk, and I can't like push it back super far, like I want to. Yeah. Do I still sound the same?
Oh wait, it sounds better now.
I can hardly hear you though. You can hear me?
Wait, all I did. Wait, talk now. Wait, now you're muted.
No, I don't hear you.
I literally just
hold on. Let me unplug my headset and plug it back in, maybe. You there?
Yeah.
You're still low.
All I did was tap that live button, the red live button up top.
Can you hear me good?
Yeah, can hear you perfect.
Now I got you.
Yeah, what'd you press?
All right, we're good. I just switched camera from I just switched the camera from forward to back.
Back to front?
Maybe it's a stupid glitch. All right, we're good to go now, I think.
Ask the mouth?
Yeah, that's the mouth.
You got to make the thing open.
What's that?
You're gonna have to Oh, did you make it open?
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't know how to change it.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, that's good.
Yeah. All right, finally. So I had a rough day today. My oldest son, he was playing basketball at his buddy's house. He fell, landed on the basketball like pinky first and broke it. Well, I think he broke his pinky. I'm not 100% sure.
Ooh.
But it's definitely fucked up. Good thing my daughter's friend mom is a nurse, so she just taped it up. I gave him some children's Advil tablets, chewables, and hopefully he's okay. But she said she's a nurse, so she's like, if you bring him to the doctor, they're gonna do an X-ray and they're just gonna bandages or wrap his fingers. So that's what she did. So it saved us a trip to the doctors. But I don't know if it's broke. I'm thinking it's sprained.
Yeah, I mean, usually if it's broken, it'd be like all sideways and shit, right?
Yeah, it didn't. I mean, it looked a little bent, but not terribly. And the way he explained it, like it just didn't sound like it was broken. But you know how it is, man. Like it's so easy to break a bone. It only takes a little bit of pressure.
Yeah.
But
I never broke a bone.
Yeah, he took it pretty well, I guess. In the beginning, he was worried, but now he's good. He fell asleep good after he had the Advil. But yeah, so that was a scary time.
Double dose of Benadryl, put him out every time.
Yeah, but then he wouldn't want to get up in the morning. They're already so hard to get up in the morning. So if I give him that, all right. I'm having wine tonight, okay? The reason being, I'm going through some shit. Okay, this is a serious subject here. I'm addicted to Love Is Blind. Okay. I don't know how much you know about it, Dave.
I did see. Well, I mean, I saw like the preview of season 1. I'm assuming every season is the same, where you talk to someone, but you don't see them. You're just talking, conversing, and then at the end, you pick who it is, and hopefully they're not like.
Okay, so yeah, it might have changed a little bit because I only watched the second to newest season. I watched season 5, so I started like at the end. But yeah. So basically, it's like say 6 guys and 6 girls. They live almost like real world in their own little apartments in this building. Okay.
Right.
And they don't communicate with each other except for like the girls talk to the girls, and on the other side the guys talk to the guys, and they each go into the room. I guess the producers pick who they think is going to match the most off of like their wants and needs. And like you said, they go inside of this, like, it looks like a living room, almost like a living room situation.
Yeah.
On both sides, there's a wall in between where they can't see each other. And like, it's all about mental, like being attracted to somebody mentally before you even see them physically, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds kind of corny, but like if you think about it, it's almost like an experiment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm fucking hooked, but it has like the drama, absolute garbage. Rhonda, give it a shot. I'm telling you.
But it's like it's just like a blind date, just like talking on the phone, but they just talk through like partitions,
Yeah,
right?
but at the end, I don't know if
Right.
this is the first couple seasons, they could propose. Like the guy could actually propose after a couple weeks of knowing each other. I don't think it's scripted, Rhonda. I know some of it is, I'm sure, but like the emotions don't seem scripted. Like these people aren't actors, and they're like literally like they cry and like. So I'm gonna say it this way because since I'm losing my masculinity, pour myself some wine. I'm sucking it up because I'm hitting my midlife crisis when I'm watching this shit. So, but I'm telling you, man, it's addicting. Like it is addicting. It's crazy.
We started watching. I don't know. I forget what it's called. Oh, Big Sky. Remember Big Sky was on network TV a couple years ago, and it lasted like one season. They cut it.
Big Sky?
Yeah.
I don't know if I know it.
I don't know, drinking Joe.
Right, the shush, it's wine.
Same thing. Not Big Country, Bryant Reeves. Big Sky.
Big Sky.
Remember Big Country? Remember Big Country, Bryant Reeves?
Yeah, from the what was he? Grizzlies. I think it was the Grizzlies. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. He was like a overweight basketball player. He's like 7 feet tall. I'm trying to fix this camera. Yeah, but I'm telling you, I think you and your girl would probably like it. Does she like reality stuff? Your girl?
I mean, if it's like a fucking cooking show or something, yeah.
But you know what it does? It makes me never want to be in a relationship again because this one dude, he proposed after whatever, the 2 weeks or whatever it was, right? And then after you propose, you live with them for like a month, okay? To see how it goes.
Do you meet them now after the?
Yeah. So once you propose, you can meet them, but you already proposed. So like you could be a dick about it and be like, oh, I don't want to be with you now. Like if you see them, okay? Right. So probably the two most attractive people on the season 5, Izzy and Stacy was the chick's name. Oh, and there's all the extra drama of like if 2 girls like one guy, you know what I mean? Like he has to choose between them 2. Like it makes it really in that they end up like fucking despising each other because of it. But so this Izzy dude proposed to the Stacy girl, and she's very materialistic. Like you could just tell when they were in the pod together that she's very materialistic, mainly cares about money and all this shit. Okay, so they lived together for a month after, and the proposal's still on. The wedding happens at the end of the show. She shows up to the wedding. She makes him spend all this money on a dress in the wedding. Okay, they get to the altar. They're both like teary-eyed. He says, "I do," and then they ask her like to say "I do," and she goes into this whole spiel in front of his whole family, her family, and she basically says she doesn't want to marry him. Like, she kindly says it, but you could see like his heart break, like in front of all of his family, like on TV, everybody there. It's like, oh my God, I felt so fucking bad for this dude. And like, he's a pretty decent dude, you know what I mean? But like, it was messed up. Like they spent all that time to plan the wedding and the money. And she's like, oh, changed my mind last second.
The actor family.
Yeah. That's the thing I might think is probably scripted because you don't see that, do you? Like, does that happen? Does that happen a lot in real like weddings? Okay, Rhonda, come back later. That's our topic right now. But yeah, that's a pretty good show. So, and I usually don't do reality TV. Apparently, Rhonda doesn't either.
just the court TV reality.
Yeah, court TV shit's good too. But how's it going with you?
Good. I was reading today. Did you read that story about the about that guy who sued the government because he crashed his snowmobile into a parked Black Hawk helicopter?
One of those big ass helicopters, like the war helicopters.
Yeah. It was like an overnight training thing they were doing in Massachusetts. So they park it in this old airfield, which is It's like an old airfield.
Yeah.
And they parked it like on a trail. And this guy's like on his snowmobile flying, and he hits this thing, and he like fucks himself up like really bad, like punctured lung and broken bones and shit. And he's suing the government for like $9.5 million.
How did he not fucking see it? It's a big ass helicopter.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was at night, and he said it was parked in the trails, like a cut through.
Oh, so it wasn't on an actual pad? It wasn't on like a helipad?
No.
Oh wow.
It was they were doing a training mission, and it was all cleared by like the FAA and everything. And
yeah.
And yeah, so but I guess it turned out like he was drinking, and they said he was going extremely fast.
Yes.
He must not have had his lights on.
Sasha said,
and he had
60 miles an hour.
He had those tinted fucking snow goggles on.
So how is he's not going to win that. There's no way in hell he's going to win that.
Dude, that shouldn't even be allowed. Like, they should look at that and be like, nah, man, this isn't
happening. He might have a point, because if it wasn't like parked on a helipad, though, maybe. I don't know the laws with that shit.
Still, I mean, it's an airfield. I don't even know if it's public land or not.
I feel like he knew it was there, and he fucking wanted to get us. I mean, I know he got fucked up. Maybe he wasn't expecting to get that fucked up, but he's alive, right? So I mean, if he wins that money, it's a win, I guess. But how are you going to go against the government? I don't think that's going to work. I'm going to look for him.
Well, that's what he's suing for, because he can't work.
You said a snowmobile?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if there is like an actual snow.
Oh, they got not the video.
They said like the helicopter wasn't illuminated, but
from what I'm seeing, there's no video of it, so there's probably no cameras around.
No.
So that's a tough thing to fight. Oh, landowner already paid out, but the land is a legitimate airfield that allows the sleds. Oh, but he probably has to sign some kind of document just in case. I don't know how that would work, but Sasha said that the land is a legitimate airfield that allows the sleds. So, I mean, I'm interested to see where that goes. But he said he'd already paid out, so I guess it wasn't government because it's a landowner.
Oh, you're right to the back of it. So
that dude must have a lot of money. 9.5, and he just paid it out like that.
No, he's suing the government for 9.5.
Oh, because Sasha's saying that the landowner. So he's trying to get from both? So he already got money from the landowner, now he's trying to get money from the government?
He settled with the landowner for an undisclosed sum. It was probably like $30.
$30? Because
that's all.
Yeah, it's like, here's a TGI Fridays gift certificate. You'll be okay.
Yeah, they settled out of court, the landowner.
How did they settle? I don't know. It's a little kinky. Yeah, I don't see a video. I was hoping maybe there'd be a video.
No, I only see pictures of the
accident?
Of the helicopter. That's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was gonna say it probably didn't even affect the helicopter. Those things are probably made of steel and
there's
bulletproof.
There's a couple scratches on it, but there's nothing that
So the helicopter won, basically.
I mean, in the end.
Yeah, the helicopter was Tyson, and that was it, Buster Douglas?
Yeah.
We'll go there. Yeah.
What the hell? The government should pay him. They're paying everybody else. Just give him the money.
The government should pay everybody at this point. So I had I've been looking at a lot of the UFO footage. I've been wondering, what's your take on UFOs? Do you think they are drones being flown around by the government to spy, or do you think people are just making this shit up, or do you think it's actual UFOs
to spy on our own people?
Yeah, because I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. I mean, they tap phones.
I mean, there have been they have come out a few times and said that some of the UFO sightings were unexplained. Like, they couldn't explain them. They saw them.
Yeah.
But they didn't explain it. They said it's unexplained. We don't know what it was. So.
And if you notice, it's usually like the military people that see him. So that's kind of why I think it's the government, because it's happening near like military bases. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's been happening since the end of World War II. So it's been happening forever now. And it seems like they used to deny it. Now they don't deny it ever with the government.
Yeah, they just say it's unexplained. They say like, we saw the video, it wasn't us, and we don't know what it is.
Yeah. So what do you think it is? Don't worry, you can't sound crazy on this show. You know how it is.
I don't.
You don't read into it?
I don't really know what to take of it. I mean, a lot of times they say like there's all kind of like shooting stars and shit. And
yeah.
Like a lot of people say all of it can be explained, but no one ever really explains it too well.
No, because they probably don't want to. I mean, I believe in other life forms, obviously, but I don't know. I don't know if that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because there's some photos, some videos, but they're so grainy and just, you can't tell what the fuck it is. Why is there not a good video of it? If people see it everywhere, why is there not a good video?
I mean, and a lot of the videos you do see of it on like TikTok are all like manufactured videos.
And nowadays you could just fucking tinker with a video.
Dude, it's crazy because you see those videos of like shit hitting the moon and going through the moon, and it looks so real. But it's like you can do it. You can make that on your phone.
That's what I'm saying. You can't really believe anything you see nowadays, like especially with AI and all that shit.
Nope.
Like, soon you'll be watching a movie and it won't even be a real actor. It'll just be their AI likeness. You know what I mean? That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, like a lot of the stuff you can tell too. I said we were watching that Big Sky show, and there was a scene like where the one girl was crying, and I swear to God, like the tear looked so AI generated.
Yeah.
It looked like fake, like it was coming down. Like it just has that tint in black to the corner of it. It just looked fake.
Oh, it probably was.
Probably.
The best alien shows up in the movie Signs. Yeah. I love Signs. Because they barely show the alien until the end. Like you see little like parts, you see like a foot. It like almost like the Jaws factor. You didn't see the shark until almost the end of Jaws. And it scared the shit out of you because you didn't see it until the end. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you didn't know what was stalking you, you know?
That was like did you ever see the movie The Mist?
Yeah. That was the Stephen King one. I confused the new one. I know there was an original one and then there was like a newer one, I think.
Wait, there was an original
I thought
an older
there was. Unless I'm thinking of the Fog. Isn't there a Fog movie too? There's the Mist and there's the Fog.
I don't know. Yeah. The Mist, that ending of The Mist though was so messed up.
Alien Rhonda wants to get probed. They'll probe you, Rhonda. All you gotta do is ask. You just gotta go in a weird field. Go to Pennsylvania because that's where Signs was, right? Yeah. Sasha said, but a Pennsylvania farmer without a gun was the only fake part. Yeah. He had a rake. That was all he had. That was a great fucking movie, man. They don't make them like that. M. Night Shyamalan hasn't really made a good movie in a long fucking time. Now, you want to be probed, Rhonda. It's okay. You could admit it.
Beamed up.
That's a good feeling. But so you're going to go with... So you don't know if they're UFOs? You just don't know?
It's got to be all explained. Like, there has to be some explanation for it.
What do you think aliens actually look green?
I mean, they can, sure.
Yeah.
But there's
I think they just look like us. I think they're different versions of us. Like that chick on the plane, remember? That was freaking out. You remember that? It was like a couple months ago. She's like, that's not a real person. Remember the chick that got tossed off the plane? You have to remember that. It was huge.
I don't.
What? All right. What was her name? It was really hot chick, okay? And they did interviews with her after. There. Chick gets tossed off the plane. I'm surprised you didn't see the memes or anything. So she was on a plane, right? And somebody was recording it, and she's like flipping out. She's like, that thing back there is not fucking real. She's like, get me off this fucking plane. And they don't show the person that she's talking about, but supposedly it was a person that looked like a fake person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she thought it was an alien, I guess. And then after all that came out, they interviewed her like a month or a couple of weeks after, and she was like changing everything she said. She was apologizing, almost like they covered it up. And a lot of people don't think it's the same chick from the video. They think that like she was like a plant to interview after. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they almost like, I don't want to say got rid of her, but in other words, yeah, that clip is funny. It is a funny clip. You got to watch it. I forget the chick's name, but yeah, I think she might have saw like something. Like honestly, I don't think she was on drugs or anything. I think she was just a little tipsy. Why are we distracted with that shit? We pass a bill to bioengineer food. You gotta elaborate, Rhonda. I'm not sure.
There's actually, Rhonda, there's actually a lot of foods now that are, they say are healthier and stuff. Like if you go to Aldi has like a lot of
You're talking about like plant-based? Like
bioengineered food. Like if you look on the bag, you'll see it says like whatever, there are portions of this food that are bioengineered food. It says like right on the bag.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Dude, there's so much shit. No, I know Aldi isn't the problem, but they are selling a lot of shit. It's their brand.
So do you think that's going to fuck with our bodies? Like, is it like a poison?
Dude, there's so many things. Like, all these, like, not coloreds, but, like, colored food, like red number 5. And
yeah, like the dye.
Yeah, all those dyes. Like, they're so bad for you. They're banned in, like, other countries that don't even have food. Like, there's all that shit. Yeah, it's really bad. Yes, Ron, we know.
Novak watching. Novak. What's up, Novak? What's up, Jesus? It's my boy. Yeah. If you guys got any questions, send them away. I mean, we got some topics we're going to go on, but you can send us any topics you want us to talk about. Let's switch it up a little bit here. Are you a car person? Like, do you like a lot of classic cars? Are you like...
I know about them, yeah.
Yeah. What would you say is like your favorite, like if you could just, right now, any amount of money, you could purchase a car, new or old? That was funny, Rhonda. I got to give you props on that one. We'll call him no vaccine. How do I do the fucking laugh emoji? Oh, there we go. Yeah, like if you, any amount of money, you had $1 million, you could buy a car, new or old.
Probably a 1995 Mitsubishi 3000 GT.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I remember those. They were long. Weren't they heavy fucking things?
No, they weren't super long.
They were like an Eclipse, but longer, right? I mean,
kind of, yeah.
I want to say they were like low-end V8s, but they were cool looking. Yeah. At the time, they were like very ahead of their time.
94, 95 was cool. Because I like the strip on the back, but
yeah.
That's it. Otherwise,
Jesus asked a question. We'll get to that after this, Jesus. Yeah, so 95 3000 GT. That's a good choice. I mean, how did they? I don't think a lot of people had them back in the day. Probably because they were overpriced at the time.
Yeah, there's a lot. I don't really like cars.
Yeah, so, you're not like a big cars person.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like cars because it's hard for me to fit into like a sedan. Yeah. Like I need like an SUV.
It's those big shoes we talked about last week.
I just feel like I'm too tall and like I can't fit in a car.
Yeah. I would probably go with. Did you ever watch Gone in 60 Seconds with Nicolas Cage?
Yeah.
You remember Eleanor, the Mustang, the Shelby?
Yeah, I don't like Mustangs.
Oh, see, I like the old Mustangs, like the 60s and 70s. I like old muscle cars, like the old Camaros, the 69 SS Camaro. But if I could pick any car, it would probably be an Audi R8. Did you ever see those? They're like the exotic
Yeah.
Audis. I love those. Can you fit in a Fiat? I was thinking about buying a Fiat before I got my Renegade. Rhonda asked how tall you are.
I'm only 6'1", but I feel like every car I've driven in that was like a low car has just been, I don't know. Maybe I just hate being so low to the ground.
I think it's because what we talked about last week. Your big shoes, your big pecker, man. That's why you can't fit there. You get a hard on, man. You're gonna be pushing through the dash.
Out of control.
So Jesus asked, "What do you think about the economic state of the world? Of the world or the country?
Of the world? I don't know about other places.
We'll just go with the country, but it's shit. Everything costs twice as what it did. We talked about this a few weeks ago, but it isn't getting any better.
Dude,
I go on Marketplace all the time just to look up houses. It's so expensive.
And I swear to God, this fucking thing with the bird flu already, it's got to be a fucking hoax. It has to be fake.
Yeah.
Because for years and years and years, I'm not saying it has to do anything with anybody who's in office now, but for years and years and years, up to a certain point, I buy eggs by the 5 dozen, 60 eggs all the time, right? They were like $5.36. Sometimes they go up to $6. Honest to God, right after COVID, and again, not getting political, right after COVID, Biden came in, fucking eggs start going up and up and up. All of a sudden, there's bird flu, there's avian flu. They're up now, like they're going up to like $7, $8, $9. Then last year, for 5 dozen eggs, they're up to like $22.
Oh, I remember that was crazy.
And all of a sudden, it went back to $5. And now again, I went today, they're up to like 13 something.
They're withholding chickens, man.
And I don't understand. I understand that, like, maybe I don't understand, but are the chickens that lay the fucking eggs the same as the chicken you eat, or no?
Oh, like the same as chicken wings?
No, yeah. Well, like, it's like chicken. Are they not?
I don't know. I mean, eventually they are, because I think they just keep a chicken until they get like how many dozen eggs out of it, and then they probably chop it up for wings. So they probably do both.
Is it the
same type?
Yeah, because like, you can go get fucking chicken for $1.99 a pound.
You see the price of wings though?
Well, wings are expensive.
Why do wings cost more than chicken breasts? If it's the same.
I have no fucking idea.
Probably because you got to kill more chickens, maybe.
Well,
but does the chicken only have one breast? I don't know what the fuck. It's not like they have 2 titties.
Chickens have 2 wings and 2 titties, so they should be the same.
They're 2-titted chickens. I thought it was only one breast, like a chest almost. I don't know. Do they actually?
Well,
they actually have titties.
We have 2 breasts. I don't.
Yeah, but we're not chickens. I mean, there's some chicken heads, but there's no chickens. Like, we're not chickens, so.
I know, but it doesn't make any sense. I don't understand.
I'm gonna Google, do chickens have breasts? Like, do chickens have?
Well, they do.
Do chickens have boobs?
But I don't understand why the eggs are. I don't know. I don't get it.
No, it says they only have one breast. Chickens do not have a pair of breasts because they only have one breast. So that's one chicken per breast. Kind of crazy. So you think breast would cost a lot more than drums because a chicken has that many drums. They have 2 drums, right? I don't even know. They're fucking delicious though. So why are they withholding eggs then? Like I don't get it. I mean, I get a lot of people buy eggs, but there can't be a shortage unless there's a chicken shortage.
Well, there's not. They're saying there's a bird flu again.
Oh, that's
there's a bird flu. How are they still selling the killed chickens versus the eggs?
They could literally. This is the scary part about everything, is that they could come up with any reason to change the price or say it's not available or it's harder to get. Like, we're never gonna fucking know. We're not out there importing chickens or chicken wings or eggs. So like, they can say whatever the fuck they want, and that's what they do.
And I know, chickens themselves, like Sarah said before, that they're engineered. Because, like, dude, honest to God, I swear to God, places like obviously like Sam's Club and stuff. Like you go there and you buy those rotisserie chickens.
Yeah.
They're plump as shit.
Yeah.
Plump as shit. Like you go in like the middle, like the end of November, middle of December, and you're buying strawberries, and they're like this big. They're like this big.
Yeah.
The strawberry. Like that shouldn't be happening now at that time.
Yeah.
There's always a season where strawberries are out of season, no matter where you are.
Yeah, but we could get them all year round, though. So that's definitely getting manufactured somewhere else. Or engineered. Yeah.
Or they're here and they're being grown like.
And it's not like strawberries aren't popular.
Yeah, with GMO stuff, Monsanto stuff that they're using to pump everything up, and they wonder why everybody's so messed up.
It's just Chicken Gate is real. Hell yeah, let's fight Chicken Gate. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how that works. Like, I don't think the price of wings are ever going to go down.
Ooh.
I remember getting like a dozen for like $3.99 not that long ago.
Dude, I know. I remember like going out on like 15-cent wing night.
Yeah.
You go out and like 15 cents or 5 cents.
And they used to be bigger. Now they're even smaller. Like,
yeah. Now they're like $1.25 for one.
How did they get smaller? Are they killing the chickens earlier in their life cycle? That's the only explanation I have for that. Like, they're smaller, clearly. Wait, what is... I'm going to act retarded here for a second. What is GMO? What does it stand for?
That's...
I know.
GMO is... Yeah, it's the stuff that's all the
like
engineered...
additives?
Modified. Genetically modified something.
All right, so like the additives? The unnatural additives?
Yeah, it's like...
I guess.
It's like an organism that
there you go. Genetically modified organisms.
Like plump shit up.
Yeah, like animals on steroids.
Right.
So that's the problem with the economy is definitely house prices, food prices, the fact that we could go up, but we never go back down. Like, how the fuck is that possible? It's so easy to go up on gas, so easy to go up on food, so easy to go up on houses, but they never want to lower it. Like,
right.
Something's weird.
Well, because when the gas is low, when the gas does go low, the gas companies cry and say they lost so much money when the gas was low, even though it never should have been that high in the first place. So they have to raise the price to get that money back, and then it's just a cycle.
Yeah, it's agreed.
But again,
they're making their money.
But again, going back 6 years, 7 years, gas was almost $2 cheap. Well, maybe like $1.50 cheaper than it is now per gallon.
Yeah, and I did notice lately it's fluctuated. Like it does go back down sometimes, but it's only for like 2 weeks, and then it shoots back up.
Yeah,
goes back down, shoots back up.
But here
it's that with food prices.
But here, well, I mean, with the eggs you do, but that's it too.
But
like gas here is like $3.89 to $3.49 to $3.89, $3.90, and it keeps going down and it keeps going back up.
How much is gas over there? Well, he's in Pennsylvania. Right now, when I looked at the gas pumps today, it was $3.01 for unleaded here.
$3.01, really?
$3.01.
Well, don't forget, Pennsylvania has the highest gas tax. So
what's yours? $3.79?
Around there, yeah.
Wow, 78 cents less. But there was, for a while, we were under $3. We were like $2.85, $87 for a while.
Wow.
How about Jesus? You're in California, right? Yeah, California. Everything's inflated in California. The West Coast is fucked for the most part.
Yeah.
You might want to move to the East, Jesus. I can't imagine how much the fucking houses are.
Dude, California is just so weird.
Well, they owe people on taxes. People don't even get taxes back. Like, they get an IOU for years now.
Really?
Yeah, from what I heard.
What?
Jesus, is that true? Are you guys still getting like IOUs on fucking tax returns?
From the state, though, right? Not the feds.
Yeah, the state. Because they're just fucked. Ever since Schwarzenegger, I feel like. That's the problem with having a celebrity fucking government official. Like, it's never good.
Well, it wasn't.
I want to know his, like, the house prices. And
for like 4 years, it was good.
Yeah. And I heard there's, like, the homeless population in, like, Los Angeles and shit is, like, the highest it's ever been Like it's turning real shitty now.
Yeah.
But yeah, come to the East Coast, Jesus. You'll be closer to me. We could fucking do live podcasts.
We do live podcasts now, even if he's on the West Coast.
True. I meant in the same room, but yeah. They're fucking good podcasters. What do you got? You got any topics you want to talk about? If you got any more questions, Jesus, I know your mind's all over the place too, like mine. I'll go back and read a couple comments. Sasha said food chimkins are genetically engineered. What are food chimkins? Unless you misspelled. Is it food chickens?
Food chickens. Food schnickens.
We're supposed to get Sasha on. Sasha's he's a piece of work. He's cool though. He's funny. Sasha, if you want to hop in, you could. Shoot me a message. Yeah, what else?
I was just reading the news before.
Oh, here we go. Sasha wants to come in.
Yeah. Did you invite?
Right. Yeah, we're adding him. Sasha!
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, man. What's going on?
It's typical Wednesday night here in Pennsylvania, so,
Yeah.
Drinking beer, listening to you guys go on about government conspiracies. I'm having a good time.
This is what we do. We went from Love is Blind to government conspiracies.
I mean, it's a very, very, typical transition.
Yeah, it is. For a podcast, it is.
I mean,
we go all over the place, man.
It's how like these things really should go, like just random nonsense, but yet somehow makes sense.
Because the government's behind every scene, you know what I mean? Like football, sports, fucking.
They're behind Love. They're behind
it. I was running around the shop today at work and just doing the Alex Jones voice, and anytime something happened, I'm like, turn the freaking frogs gay, and
dude, he's a riot.
I used to watch him all the time, like back in like the early to like mid 2000s, and it's like,
is he he's like a radio personality or what? I heard of him.
He is probably like the conspiracy theorist.
Oh, yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
And by conspiracy theorist, I mean very accurate at predicting things.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So not really conspiracies. He's in tune.
Let's just say a decade ago, he was going off about there's an island somewhere. They're taking these politicians.
Oh, really? Like he was calling the Epstein shit?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, like they say, rich people do the craziest shit. They get bored. I think that's a lot of what Epstein was. Like he was bored. He had so much.
He was a CIA plant.
Yeah. Now we need to talk about who killed him. Here's one. I don't know if we talked about this yet. What celebrity do you think put the hit out on Epstein? Because there was supposedly a lot of names like Tom Hanks. I heard a lot about Bill Clinton, obviously.
I think they kind of pulled their money.
Yeah,
and the Clintons and the Clintons facilitated.
Yeah, definitely the Clintons, man. If I were to guess,
like their list of bodies isn't even like refutable anymore. Like it's just
it was
like you
definitely
can't
Hillary. I think Hillary would do it before Bill because I think she was more psychotic.
So mind blown kind of crap. I feel Bill Clinton only got into politics because of her, and because of their generation. She couldn't have the background or the backing that she was looking for because she was a woman.
Right. Especially she had no shot in the 90s.
So she got him to run because, let's be honest, Bill Clinton was a likable guy.
Yeah.
He was very, he was, for the most part, very charismatic.
He's still my favorite president just because he was a pimp.
And look, I'm sorry. I don't think he did overly terrible as president. I mean, we didn't really fuck up too many things. He got a Hummer in the Oval Office. I mean, I would have done that.
Right.
We're still
paying
up
for the president now. So there's a very good possibility that I might get a Hummer in the Oval Office. The only difference is I will live stream that shit.
Well, yeah, nowadays, yeah. And Monica, she wasn't bad. I wouldn't have said no to her.
You know what?
I wanted Hillary's your wife.
Well, I mean, how many comedians have said it? Like, Hillary should have been the first person in there. I mean, you are
exactly. I was just gonna say that if she was doing her job.
But I have this thing in my head. Like, I feel Monica Lewinsky in her prime would look really fucking hot in fishnets and goth makeup.
Oh.
Yeah, we can Photoshop that.
Yeah.
We can definitely. Hey, Michelle, what's up?
Where's that AI shit? That's what AI needs to be used for.
I'm sure there's a picture out there somewhere. There has to be.
Michelle, if you want to hop in, let us know. We could get 4 in here. That's the max, but
now I have to.
Good to get a woman's perspective. Where's the titties?
Oh, they are on the table over there because my back.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you gotta show Dave those.
Yeah, they best $136 I've ever
got
spent.
A pair of fake, like real looking. Are they silicone?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I bought the upgraded version. Like,
they look
I don't do knockoffs. If you're gonna do it right.
Yeah, he's in this group that I'm in. You should join it, Dave. It's fun. It's called Honest Travs. But he'll go live with these fake titties.
Oh yeah,
it's amazing. They look so real. I thought he was getting them. Grab those titties.
Yeah. So it's an overshare moment. Like, the night they were delivered, I definitely put them on the coffee table and had to do, like, the titty fuck test, and I was like, yeah, these are pretty realistic. Like,
I think, did you mark
like, how many people on earth say they fucked their own titties?
Did you leave a review on those somewhere? Where you bought them from?
I'm pretty sure I did. I'd have to check my Amazon account, but I think I may have.
Did you upload a video or no?
No. I just I put a picture up from one of the dive bar parties.
I gotta take my hat off. It's getting too hot.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll randomly post stuff in that group, and then we'll start like a group video call, and we'll just like watch the reactions go from heart to laugh to angry. Because then they realize, because I'm not exactly small in certain areas, so I'll make sure that it's like low key visible.
Yeah,
and
that's why I like you do it, man. You're not afraid to do shit. It's fun. I'm fortunate. You gotta live life, man. Honestly.
I've gotten to a point in my life where I'm pretty dead set in my career, where I've made a name for myself, where like you can't fuck with my career.
Yeah.
And that's my income. So if my income is steady and unfuckable, I'm just gonna do whatever I want. So my friends call me the Lorax. I'm a big mouth for people who won't speak up for themselves or can't for whatever reason.
Yeah.
You have these morons that they'll like, oh, so-and-so drank a seltzer, they're gay. It's like, all right, cool. Well, I'm going to shotgun a seltzer and 7-inch stiletto heels, with my titties. And basically be like, hey, I'm wearing heels bigger than your dick. So who's manly and who's not?
Yeah. Michelle, have you hung out with, has Michelle hung out with you? She said you're fun to hang out with.
There's a good possibility. I get drunk.
You don't remember?
So I am very antisocial. Like, so by the time I go, if I'm anywhere outside of my house or work, I'm probably hammered because I don't enjoy being around people. It's very, I'm like a fucking cat.
I'm kind of the same way. If it wasn't for podcasting, I probably wouldn't talk to a lot of people. To be honest,
that's one of the cool things about podcasts is
you don't have to be there with them. Yeah.
Right. But yet we are. Like, for the most part, we're sitting in the same room right now.
Right.
Yeah,
but
that's fucking awesome.
In reality, we're not. And I did a podcast 2 months ago. You bought the same one as I did, I think.
I'm about to have a fucking stroke. All right,
I think you have the same one as I do.
Yeah, it's got like 30 different fucking modes. There we go.
Yeah. I have the regular one that just does like the regular light, and then I have the color changing one because I'm fucking autistic and I like things that blink. If you haven't noticed.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
But what's, like I was saying, like what's cool with the podcast thing, and even just, like the lives in general, is you have that illusion that you're hanging out with somebody, but you don't have to physically be there. There's no driving home. There's no awkward leaving. You just be like, oh, my phone died. Sorry. And just like, just black yourself out. And
it's the easy way to leave. Just say your phone died.
Yeah.
They can't
that's
see
one of the few things about technology that I actually like. I'm just like, phone died. Sorry.
It's like an instant ghosting. Just ghost.
Yes.
or
Much
like if I
easier.
start going off on a tangent, you can just be like, nope, go on,
And
and done.
and you could, it's one of the few platforms you could say almost anything. You know what I mean? That's the beauty.
Almost.
Yeah.
I
Obviously,
watch
can't-
like a variety of podcasts, and they definitely touch on some questionable subjects, and you can tell, are there ads on that video?
Yeah.
And it's like, nope, no ads on this one. This could be a spicy one.
Yeah, Rhonda, you're right about text. You said texts are like the best way to like avoid people. Like, I couldn't tell you how many times someone will text me and be like, "Yo, man, are you home?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And my phone will ring. I won't answer. Like, dude, what the hell? I just tried calling. I'm like, "I'm home." I don't fucking talk on the phone.
Yeah, you asked the question, I answered it. What the
Right.
fuck else do you need?
The only
What do you
problem I run into with
double check?
with texting is you can't tell if somebody's being serious or
Right.
like if they're mad, you can't tell.
Well,
You know what I
well,
mean?
if you're talking,
Or if they're joking,
Oh,
you can't
no.
tell.
if you're
Oh no, I am
serious.
So that,
I am
that leads to fights a
our
lot.
nightmare.
Yeah, they are. They
Every
are.
time I want people to always distance. I loved COVID. I mean, not
Oh,
not
yeah.
the sickness, but the whole setup of it.
Dude.
I loved it.
Dude, the whole social distancing I was doing way before COVID.
Yeah,
So,
and it made it acceptable to do it.
Did you guys see the picture of the guy in the grocery store with like the full Tyvek suit,
Yeah.
fresh air hood?
yeah.
No.
I worked
Oh,
with
yeah.
him.
Oh, really?
I-
I'll have to see who it is.
I sent him. I saw it and I texted to him. I'm like, "Yo, Matt, is this you?" He's like, "Oh fuck, I went viral."
Oh yeah.
Like he literally like
The crazy thing about nowadays too, like, all right, like growing up, there was like 100 channels on TV. Now, like having a podcast or having a YouTube channel, like you could be your own channel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a person could be a channel, which is fucking awesome.
It really is. And for me, like everything has to have a place, and I like things organized, which is why, like certain websites that I frequent, I like them because
Porn?
it's organized by category. Like
Porn? Pornhub?
Yeah, the corn tub.
Okay, I knew that's what you're talking about.
But like that brings me joy because everything has a
Yeah.
place. But I have cable for 2 shows, NASCAR and Yellowstone. That's it.
Never seen it either. I mean, I'm
It
not.
literally, that's the only reason I have a cable box in this room.
I did hear Yellowstone's fucking
watch.
awesome.
Everything else is YouTube or Netflix or Amazon. YouTube's my thing because it's a catch-22, especially for the creators. You have these people who spend more time watching this content, and then they feel like, oh my God, I know this person. Well, then you see this person in public. This stranger comes running up to this creator and like they're best friends. This guy's like, yo, stranger danger, get the fuck back.
Yeah.
It's interesting and cool, but it's like, okay, I can see the downsides of it, especially for the creators.
But
you're signing up for it. You know it's going to happen.
But there's there's a lot of positives too. Like,
yes,
on TikTok, if you ever see like they do those stitches where the guy will say something like, "Tell me something that's a coincidence that you didn't know," or something, and someone tells their story, whatever the bullshit is like that.
Yeah.
So there was one I saw the other day that said, "Tell me something, whatever," and this guy came on, and I could tell it was going to be a long one because like the bar in the bottom was going really fucking slow. But like he was like, so I'm on a beach in Maine. He was on a beach and he's walking on the beach and some girl comes running up to him crying, was like, "Are you Brandon?" And he's like, "I am." And it was a girl from Canada, and she's like, "I just want to thank you." She said, 4 years ago, I saw your video about Lyme disease, and my dad, he was diagnosed with MS for years and years and years in a wheelchair, couldn't walk. And I guess in Canada, they don't believe in Lyme disease. Like, it's not a real thing. So
fake news.
Yeah.
So he came to the U.S. to get treatment, and this girl just happened to see him on the beach. And he was like, it's something I did as a senior in high school about Lyme disease, because he had it, and then now this guy's getting cured. And like the girl was like, "I can't believe I ran into you." It was like so random.
Yeah.
But so
I mean, you have people like that, and they're doing legitimate good, and then you have these channels that like, I started this channel because I'm a moron and I just wanted like to record my rantings, and now they're 5-6 million subscribers deep, and like, oh crap, now I'm a celebrity.
And it happens like that for some people, like just like that.
Yeah.
And they wake up the next day and they're blown up.
Well,
so on that topic, question for both of you.
Yeah.
Money or fame?
Money, because fame comes with a lot more annoying things, and money, you can fix a lot of problems with money. You can't fix everything with fame. The most famous people are usually the most depressed because they're getting followed everywhere. They can't take a shit. They can't fuck without a camera being there, or they can't take their kids to the park. Like, they can't do normal things. So
I've seen it. I've seen the downsides to both of it. Throughout my career, and so we had a customer at the one dealership I worked at. He bought a Carrera GT, the Porsche Carrera GT, when it first came out, $448,000 car, and he was pissed off because he had to take time out of his day to go pick it up. This guy paid for this car in full.
Yeah,
2 years prior, and he was upset that we're like, yeah, you need to get this car off our property. Like, the insurance company's not happy with us right now.
What a tragedy.
So, but I see like the different aspects of it, where, and also like my boss, he's, everybody asks like, how do you describe your boss? I'm like, he is me with a much more capable checking account. And he's the exact opposite. He drives a fucking Hyundai every day, and he's a fucking, I'm not even like trying to figure out how much money he has.
You would never know he was rich. Yeah.
Like, and what's the big joke is, everybody thinks that him and my mom had an affair sometime back in the 80s, because him and I do look alike.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, like,
does he have fake titties too?
No. He's a little more conservative than I am.
Get him a pair for Christmas.
I thought about it.
Yeah.
He asked about them. I'm like, I'll buy you a pair. He's like, no. I'm like, no, seriously, dude, I'll get you a pair. Like, they're cheap.
He probably has like the $300 version, his boss, not the
fucking rich people.
Rhonda, I know you're not famous, but you have no reason to be depressed. You're a beautiful person, man. You're funny. You got great kids. You'll be good. Jen. Hi, Jen. I went to school with Jen. Michelle, what is what the fuck? Can you not hear us?
No, about the story about the car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, so that same car, guy bought it, put it in his garage. I put more miles on that car than the owner.
Yeah.
And all it was back and forth to the dealership. Like, oh, I got these really cool things that keep stones from kicking up on my car. Install them. Yeah. Send somebody to pick up my car. So they somehow decided it was a good idea to let the 18-year-old drive the $500,000 car.
Yeah, but you probably had a blast.
It was nerve-wracking, to say the least, because if I messed up pulling out from a stoplight, $30,000.
Yeah. How are you gonna pay for that? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I was making $8 an hour at the time. Like, this guy's. I'm driving a car that's worth 4 times what my parents paid for their house.
I wouldn't even dare to drive it. I'd be afraid.
Yeah.
I was an idiot.
Do you guys remember the shooting on the Rust set, the movie Rust? Remember with Alec Baldwin?
So they found that they found the one armor guy guilty.
She only got 18 months.
So,
like, I guess it was accidental.
I don't know her specifically. I know of her father. He's probably one of the most famous armorers for Hollywood. So it's not like she was incompetent per se. But the whole thing is, how did a live round end up on a movie set to begin with?
I mean, it happened with Bruce Lee, remember?
Like,
I mean,
not
him.
Brandon Lee.
Yeah.
Let's go, Brandon Lee.
Was that an actual live round, or was that a blank? Because a blank at close range will kill you.
Round or Rust or the Crow?
The Crow.
I think the Crow was a live round.
Yeah, it was a live round.
That's right.
A lot of people think that was purposely done because there was a whole conspiracy with his father dying on set too.
Yeah, I
don't remember
that one doesn't sit well either.
Yeah, didn't he have a heart attack or some shit? I don't remember the Bruce Lee thing. I know it's a lot of people think it's like a Kennedy conspiracy type thing.
I don't remember. I don't know off the top of my head, but I mean, he was pretty spicy, so
people shoot blanks all the time. Yeah, I'm gonna be shooting blanks when I'm old. Oh, this was okay. This was one thing I wanted to talk about. You guys are probably gonna both judge this.
Wait, what happened with the story we were just on? What were we going?
Oh, okay.
Right.
Well, how did she only get 18 months?
He said he knew about the father. What about the father?
Okay, so the father of the armorer is one of the most famous armorers for Hollywood.
Right.
So basically what they do is they just have a warehouse full of prop guns. Most prop guns are functioning firearms.
Okay.
And then when you get into like the revolvers, so like that era of guns, it's very difficult to make them not function with a live round. And I know like they'll have like dummy rounds that look live. Yeah. You know, so especially for a revolver, like when you're doing that point down the screen or at the camera, you want to see those rounds in the exposed cylinder. So I find it very hard to believe that somebody of her caliber, especially with her family's lineage in the business, would have mistaken a live round to get even near the set, let alone into a prop gun, and then to be fired. I'm sorry. Alec Baldwin, I don't think she should have gotten any time. I mean, if at most, I don't know, involuntary manslaughter.
Well, that's what she got. Well, that's what she got.
And they got her, and they gave her 18 months for that.
Yeah, it seems low.
But so the reason why, okay, so their logic behind that is they were going after her because her being the set armorer, she is responsible for every prop gun on set.
Check it, right? Yeah.
But the reason why they're going back after Alec Baldwin is even though somebody handed him this gun, it's still his responsibility to check it, especially being executive producer. So if they're going to go after the credibility of the armorer, he's the one who hired the armorer, probably got her because he didn't want to pay for her father or somebody more capable or with a better track record. So now he is now liable because he paid for somebody who just, wasn't up to snuff.
Yeah.
That's a long line to go down, but I guess that's just how it is. That's just how it works. But
I do feel that them going after him is borderline political. Even though I don't like the guy, I think it was we couldn't just like wash it under the rug and say it was a tragic accident and do like a legitimate investigation into what happened, how did it happen, right. Why did it happen?
Is there any reason why there would have been a live round in one of them?
There should be 0 live rounds on any movie set.
Right.
And so somebody was set up or it was murder.
Maybe they wanted Baldwin to take the fall. Maybe somebody didn't like him because he was the last one to pull it.
So the left-wing conspiracy is that a Trump supporter somehow got the live rounds there and into the gun because Alec Baldwin did the Trump thing on SNL, blah, blah, blah.
He was great as Trump.
And
I know it's off subject, but he was great as Trump.
I thought he was fine. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, Shane Gillis does it better, though.
Oh, Shane Gillis is really good. He doesn't really do
his
voice good. Yeah.
Oh, he does it fantastic. Yeah. Him on Rogan when he was drunk trying to explain how to do it. He's like, yeah, you just got to, like, make your face do the thing, and then the voice just happens.
Yeah. Gillis is super talented, though. I heard he flopped on Saturday Night Live, though. Is that true? Or they just wrote shitty material for him?
Well,
because he needs to ad-lib. You know what I mean? not have.
I didn't watch it, so but like the skits that he allegedly flopped on, it's Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Like they fired him before he ever even went on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
And then they bring him back. So it's kind of like a Norm Macdonald thing. And just like when they had Elon Musk on, like you're telling me that they didn't set him up to look like an asshole on that show?
Probably not Elon. Well, I mean, maybe.
Well, yeah.
Did you watch the Elon? The Elon episode is probably the only one I watched, and it's not that he did terrible. I mean, he's not an actor, so like I have to take what he does with a grain of salt. The writing was shit.
I'll be honest. The writing has been good on Saturday Night Live since probably, to me personally, the Will Ferrell days, like the early 2000s to mid 2000s.
Late 90s, early
It's
2000s.
bad now.
It hasn't.
There's more bad skits than good skits.
Oh, I don't watch it. What can I say?
It's nothing that I would stay up for.
I still love the news. Is great though. The news with Michael Che and whatever the fuck his name is, Colin Yost.
Yeah,
I love the news. The news is great.
So their chemistry back and forth is actually really good.
Oh, it's amazing.
Like,
yeah, you're right. Norm Macdonald,
especially when they write each other's jokes.
Yes, that's
when they make them say racist shit.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
It's fucking that. Honestly, like I live for those little clips.
Yeah.
Like, as I'm doing a death scroll while taking a shit in the morning or whatever.
Yeah. I agree. SNL's dead. I wish they would bring back Mad TV because I fucking love Mad TV. Mad TV was like
no. I'll do you one better. In living color.
Oh, Jim Carrey as fireman was a fire marshal Bill.
Fire Marshal Bill.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And then when he did, do you remember when he did the Vanilla Ice fucking music video?
Oh yeah.
Yes, there you go. Oh, Phil Hartman.
I was so happy to see
Phil Hartman.
His shout out for that show giving him his chance. I'm not a fan of him either. I think he's a little out there, but you know what though? Funny people are fucked in the head. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, you have to be fucked in the head to come up.
You
with
have to look
comedy.
at things that aren't funny and find the humor in it, and that's why disturbed people, in my opinion, are more funny.
Yeah.
Like George.
I agree with
Rhonda. Robin Williams, Eddie Murphy, like they are all. I mean, Richard Pryor, well, he was high as shit, but I loved Richard Pryor. But
well, if you want to go further, like fucked up people, look at who's the dude that looked like Kurt Cobain, the stand-up dude?
Mitch Hedberg.
Mitch Hedberg. He was fucked in the head, but he was brilliant. He was fucked up but brilliant at the same time.
Yeah.
He perfected, in my opinion, the modern day delivery of a joke.
Yes.
Because there was no theatrics to it. His just monotone the way he spoke.
Yeah. And a lot of his shit was just like he created like right then and there. Like I love how he would like say jokes, and if it wasn't funny, he'd just be like, "Oh, that was stupid."
Yeah,
exactly.
He was self-aware.
Exactly.
He was very self-aware.
Yeah.
I think my favorite comedian now is Nate Bargatze. I fucking love that dude. He has like the most like bland delivery, but he's fucking hysterical.
He's like, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with him.
He's
funny sometimes, but
Sasha, when you get a chance, because you were shaking your head like you don't know him, but
yeah, I don't.
Search for him on Netflix. He has like 3 specials on there. He was on SNL.
He used to be a little chubby. Now he's a little skinnier.
Yeah, Nate Bargatze. He's a lot like
Bargatze.
I compare him to Tom Segura. I think he's friends with him too. He's like one of the Rogan-ish people.
Okay.
But he's really funny. I mean, Dave doesn't like him.
I think I have seen him somewhere. I'm trying to think.
He's very like his jokes are just stories.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, they're like everyday stories.
So to me, that's the kind of comedy I like. I don't want somebody that memorizes jokes.
Right.
So that's why people like Dave Chappelle and Ron White and Ralphie May were so popular, because they weren't up there just like, 2 horses walk into a bar. Ha, ha, ha. No, they're telling a story.
Right.
Like,
or when
I
they
don't
play
know.
the crowd. When they play the crowd, like a Matt Rife does, like how he plays the crowd.
Yeah, he does that. He's probably the
I
best.
want to hate him
crowd.
so bad.
Dude.
I want to hate him and I can't because he's such a cocky little shit, and he's fucking on the money.
I don't
He is.
hate Matt Rife. I think he's amazing working the crowd, but he's not a good writer. You know what I mean? Like he's a good.
Have to.
No, but I'm saying like
he's
when
really
he did his Netflix, it wasn't good at all.
I honestly I haven't watched it,
but it was good. But it was good. He took a lot of heat for it, but
I'll do my De Niro.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if it was good. I don't know. He's better with crowd work because he can make fun of people like that, like he's quick.
And that's what he does.
Yeah.
And I guess like
I don't think he could write a set. I don't think he could write a set. Like a true set. No, he doesn't have to. You're right.
Honestly, for me, in my opinion, being the comedic genius that I am, I feel the crowd work and the ad-libbing is what makes a performer. And anybody can memorize something. But when you go up there and you have no idea what you're going to react to, like Andrew Schultz, same thing. Like he's playing off the crowd.
I don't like him. But yeah.
You don't like him?
You're saying he's arrogant. He's too arrogant. Like he's not likable at all. Like I think Matt Rife is actually likable. Because I've heard him like talk in interviews and he seems like a good person.
I don't think that's a good person. Did you see his interview with Jordan Peterson?
Who, Matt Rife?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Oh, it's good.
But I know he's very honest and he's a better person that he portrays during his stand-up. You know what I mean?
He is I would say he's probably good people.
Yeah. I just don't think that who's the guy you said, Andrew Schultz? He just seems like a fucking douche. Like
what,
I don't know.
I don't
think he's funny.
I want to say it's an act because I've seen interviews with him as well. He's well spoken. If he's going to pick on like a certain group,
okay. Oh yeah.
He's at least educated about it. So he's not just doing like especially when he gets into the race crap. He's not just doing stereotypes. Like he'll play off a stereotype, but he'll back it up with a fact that makes that stereotype like, oh shit, that's legit.
So Jennifer,
he's a big podcaster too, isn't he?
Yeah, he does a stupid show that
anymore.
Shane Gillis goes on. I saw clips. I don't think he's funny at all.
I've seen Rogan on his show.
Yeah,
they're like smoking.
He's a Rogan guy, but he's not good. To me, he's. I mean, we all have different opinions.
Yeah, he's definitely a Rogan dick stroker.
To me, if I could rate like Rogan, I would say it's definitely Gillis is number one. Like Joe Rogan's not even a funny comedian. Like he's smart. He's a great podcaster, but he's not a good stand-up comedian. Like if you listen to Joe Rogan stand-up, it's a couple times you laugh.
Yeah, it's mid,
but they're all
mid.
Yeah,
but you know what though?
Jokes.
He's a meathead car guy. Like, what do you really expect from him?
Yeah, but he has his dick in everything now.
But the problem is, he always calls himself a stand-up comedian, and to me, he's not. Like, I would put him top 100.
I like him.
No, I'm talking.
I like
stand-up.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I wouldn't put him top 100 in stand-up. You know what I mean? Like,
I think he does that to keep himself humble.
Yeah, because, and then most of his friends are. I think he wants to be like Dave Chappelle, stand-up comedian type, but he'll never be because he's, like you said, he's a meathead. He's smart. He's too smart for like one-liners, and you know what I mean. Like he's more of an intelligence. Like he's super smart.
One of the things that I do appreciate about him is what he does for upcoming comics.
Oh, like, yeah, he's amazing. He's amazing for that.
You watch people talk about his comedy club that he has in Austin, and
like
he
Kill
pays
Tony.
well.
Kill
He
Tony,
treats people well, and that's the thing. Like he's trying to keep comedy alive, and he's not.
I love him for that. Believe me, I'm just saying he's not a comedian, but yeah, he's a promoter.
We can, like I was saying before, like how I compare myself to the guy who owns the company I work for. Mentally, we are the same. Financially, we are billion miles apart. But he still shows up and he's like, he's like, yeah, I'm just a body guy. Like I fix cars for a living. It's like, dude, you pay bills.
Yeah,
you pay bills and say fuck a lot. But I feel it's kind of the same idea. It's like, all right, I'm not $250 million contract Joe Rogan. I'm bombing in a comedy club Joe Rogan.
Right.
Yeah.
And he wants to keep himself at a spot where these up and coming guys can still relate to him. He can relate to them. And I think that's why he hasn't become a piece of shit in society, honestly. Because he's like, yeah, I got a bunch of money, but I'm not better than any of these guys.
Yeah.
But like he does great stuff for upcoming comedians. Like Austin now is like
the place.
It's like
the place
of comedians. It's like that's where you go now.
Yep.
Yeah, people are leaving California to go there.
Yeah.
Or leaving New York. Those were the major markets. Now it's Texas.
Right.
That's
but
awesome.
like New York, it's expensive and cold. California's really expensive but nice. Austin, you get the best of everything, and it's cheaper.
Right.
I'll say this: Joe Rogan is basically Howard Stern as far as like his pool, his longevity, and he's humble. I mean, Howard Stern's not humble.
No, he never was.
I mean, not misspeak, but Joe Rogan is humble. I think, at least to a certain degree.
Well, don't forget, Howard Stern has to keep a persona up on the radio.
Yeah,
so
he started as a dickhead,
but he
has to end as a dickhead.
He's kind of like up and down. Like he'll make fun of himself, but then like,
but I don't know,
say stuff is shit. And, like,
I heard
whatever.
I heard multiple times he's horrible to his employees, like horrible, like pays them minimum.
I don't know.
I heard it plenty of places, so
I mean, it would not surprise me in the slightest.
In order to be like a big time person, like you have to be a dickhead to people. It seems like for the most part. I don't think Joe Rogan is, but I think Howard Stern is.
I'm sure Rogan is to an extent because when you get to a certain level, you have to be like at least
shit on people,
somewhat standoffish because oh my god, it's so and so, and everybody wants something from you.
Does she rent or she live there?
Probably
what the hell?
Probably rents.
Look, I cannot speak on the cost of housing because I'm a scumbag and I bought my house from my parents. So,
but listen, it goes whenever a place becomes popular, the price of housing is going to go up. Right. It happens here in Myrtle Beach,
and even if
it happens in California.
And Myrtle Beach has always been on the higher end of the market.
Well, it depends. Yeah, how close you get to the beach.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't want to live near the beach. I don't. Fuck that.
Right first house near the beach.
Right near the beach. What's that ship?
Half Baked.
Yeah, Half Baked. Great movie.
If I was not Jamaican, then why would I wear this hat?
So Sasha, I know you like. What's your favorite? I think me and Dave. I don't know if me and Dave talked about our favorite comedy movie of all time, but what would yours be? We could go.
Oh my god.
No,
there are.
Okay, so favorite comedy movie. Whoever wants
so many good ones, but
give me a top three. Top three. We'll do top three.
I always go back to Super Troopers.
Okay, that's a good one.
It came out at an impressionable time in my life, and the original trailers to that movie made it sound like the cops were the dickheads. And when I watched it the first time, I was like, "Oh my god! If I were a cop, that's totally what I would do."
Mm-hmm.
And I love everything that those guys do. Like their movies are brilliant.
Yeah.
Club Dread I thought was hysterical.
They did that drinking one too. What was it?
Beer Fest.
Like a drinking competition. Yeah.
Yep, Beer Fest was good. They did the show Tacoma FD on like the Bravo.
Oh yeah.
Like Bravo Network.
Yeah.
So it was Farva and Mac from Super Troopers and their firefighters, and it's just Super Troopers with fire trucks.
All right, so you got Super Troopers. Got two more. Is that your number one?
That's always going to be my go-to.
Okay.
I know it's not a comedy, but to me, it's fucking funny because I have a very, very dark sense of humor. Boondock Saints.
Yeah, there's a lot of comedy in that, though. I love that movie. I would consider it like borderline comedy. It's dark comedy, but it definitely has a lot of comedy in it.
And to me, it was just so well done.
I like when he's like, I love my cat. He's like, tell me the fucking name of your cat. If you don't know the name of this fucking cat, I'm gonna shoot it right here. I don't know if that was a direct line, but it was something like that.
I love that movie, and it was
a great movie.
So well. I mean, even the second one, like everybody hated it.
Yeah,
but it wasn't bad.
Willem Dafoe as the gay detective.
Yep.
Amazing. People don't remember Willem Dafoe in that movie. Like, they think about Spider-Man and all that shit, but like him in that movie was amazing.
No, he was amazing in that movie. And
he was great.
Especially that scene where he gets the phone call and his bottom wants to cuddle.
Yeah. All right, so you got Boondock Saints. Or not Boondock Saints.
Boondock Saints.
Yeah. Super Troopers, what's your number 3?
I'm staring at my wall right now. I'm staring at my DVD wall. I'm just trying to think, like, what brings me the most joy? What is my rainy day at my lowest make me laugh movie?
There's so many for me. So
honestly, anything Leslie Nielsen.
Yes, Leslie Nielsen.
That's the thing, like there are so many good movies with so many good aspects that like we could touch on. But honestly, I like Borat because
nothing wrong with Borat.
Because so many people were put in terrible spots because they didn't realize that this guy's fucking
the college kids that were trying to sue them. Yeah. Everything Sacha Baron Cohen does is amazing. Like he's just naturally talented.
Kazakhstan is the greatest country in the world.
Bruno was fucking great too. Uncomfortable but great.
I loved it, especially when that one dude like tried to sue him.
Yeah.
He's like, he made me look like a piece of shit. Like, no, you actually are a piece of shit.
You did yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he asked you a question and you said words. He did not set you up at all.
All right, Dave, your top 3 comedies. You want me to go? It's up to you.
I love shit like Airplane.
Okay. That's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Leslie Nielsen.
You like spoof. You like the spoof stuff. Yeah.
Fucking love. I love Clerks. And
keep talking. I gotta plug my phone in. I'll be right back.
And I really do like a lot of Adam Sandler stuff.
I'm not going to disagree with you on that. I don't understand the hate for him.
Boo.
Like, Happy Gilmore is probably one of the best movies of all time.
It's great. Like from start to finish, it's funny. I think. And those Airplane movies, oh my god! Like, there's so many things you like. It's just like. There's something, and then there's just some like a really quick hit comedy skit, and it just keeps going.
Yeah.
Like when they're talking to the dudes up in the tower, and he's like, "What can you make of this?" He hands him the newspaper. He's like, "I can make a brooch, a pterodactyl," and he just keeps going.
Right.
It's to a different scene.
It's so stupid. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Like that's the stuff I grew up with. Like. My mom looks at me today. She's like, "Why are you so fucked up?" I'm like, were you not around during my raising?"
Yeah. No, yeah, absolutely.
Why am I upside down? Hold on. Fuck.
Because you touch yourself at night.
No, I'm trying to charge my phone. Oh my god. No.
You know how to plug your charger in?
No, it's not about that. It's oh fuck. It's the new stand I got. I have to figure this out.
Oh, Joe.
I have like the most white trash setup right now. I have two phone clips somehow connected together that are clipped to a block of wood with my $20 Amazon ring light.
Those are $13.
Only so I can keep the phone far enough off the table that I can still charge it while I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And I have no idea why my new ring light stopped working. I'm really pissed off right now.
Okay.
I hate technology.
All right, Dave, so you got Airplane at number 1. Which
Clerks? Clerks
Clerks. Okay. The first one or the second one?
or third one.
Oh, there's a
or fourth one.
third? I didn't even know there was a fucking third.
And I love Office Space.
Office Space.
Oh my fucking Christ! I forgot about that.
I love when they fucking smash the fax machine. It's like, die, motherfucker. It's playing the gangster rap.
I literally have a old Office like combo fax copier, like everything in my shed, and I'm going to do an Office Space video with it at some point. It's only been in my shed for like 7 years, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
All right, that's a good top three. So we got Sasha. Sasha had, let me recall here, Super Troopers. Help me out here. Super Troopers.
Doc Saints.
Doc Saints.
And I don't even remember the last one.
What the fuck was it?
My brain is.
That's how mine is.
All right, so Tism and I put puzzles together all day long. All right, so like I can only like focus so much.
What's your number three? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Right.
Oh, Borat.
Borat. Yeah.
Borat. Okay.
Borat.
Yeah.
And Dave got Airplane.
Clerks.
Like my favorite line from Clerks. He's like, Office Space. You suck 32 dicks. Try not to suck any dicks on your way out to the parking lot. I fucking love that scene.
Like 32 sick in a row. My girl, 32 dicks in a row.
And that spawned Jane Silent Bob. I fucking love that movie.
And that's
I may or may not have an
$20,000 budget.
Wait, are you gonna say you didn't see?
Oh no,
Jane Silent Bob. Oh, okay.
No, I may or may not have an FCC violation coming my way because I was playing the Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back Click Commander thing over the TV at work today.
When you see this fucking face, you're gonna think of a Click. I am the Click Commander. The great movie. So my top three. I already know my number one is Dumb and Dumber, the original with Jim Carrey. Oh, Dave, what? Are you hating on Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't like Jim Carrey, right?
No.
Yeah, but
it's so weird. You
remember.
either love Adam Sandler and hate Jim Carrey, or you love Jim Carrey and hate Adam Sandler. That's me.
I didn't like Adam or Jim Carrey because he was just too much.
Are we gonna say that? And you like Adam Sandler though?
Yeah,
but he's a little too much.
No.
But Harry, what if they shot you in the face?
Like, you've had 2 pairs of gloves this whole time and you didn't tell me.
Yeah, we're in the Rockies.
What'd you do with Petey? I sold him to the blind kid.
Pretty bird.
It shows him,
pretty bird.
He had no head.
His head fell off.
Yeah. So yeah. Number one is Dumb and Dumber. Number 2, oh fuck, this is so hard.
That's what she said.
Oh my god, this is hard. I have a list somewhere.
That's awesome.
Highly recommend. 5 stars.
I hate you guys. Number 2, Horrible Bosses, the first one.
Ooh.
You ever see that?
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston in that. The whole fucking movie's hysterical. I didn't really care for the second one.
That is good.
The first one,
yeah.
Man, so good. So good.
Fun fact about Jason Bateman, because not only do we share a last name, I bought aviator sunglasses, black ones specifically, and I started doing the buzz cut. Have you guys ever seen the movie Paul?
Yeah, isn't that the alien movie?
Yeah, with Seth Rogen's the alien voice. So there's a fucking scene in that movie where he's like holding up his badge, and he's got his glasses on, and everybody's like, "You guys are related." I'm like, "No, I fucking wish."
See, I love Bateman, especially from Arrested Development. Like, he's amazing in that show. I love that show. That's my favorite sitcom. Other than
Ozark was fucking fire.
It was.
Until the last season, I stopped watching the last.
I actually have not watched the last season.
It got bad, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
I don't think it was bad, but
it just dragged.
I was just happy that they killed Ruth.
And another comedy movie. Fuck.
I liked Ruth.
I didn't
Oh, Ruth's amazing.
do, but she deserved it.
Oh, she's great.
I don't know shit about fuck.
Trying to think what else. Oh, Pineapple Express.
Oh my god!
Because the one
yes,
liners in it.
yeah,
I love Seth Rogen. A lot of people hate on him, but I love Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen and Jim Carrey are probably my two favorite comedians, like movie comedians. Comedic actors.
I do like Seth Rogen. I really do.
Yeah.
Neighbors is another good movie too, with Zac Efron. This is fuck. You had to have seen that, no, Dave? Zac Efron's like a party frat boy.
I know.
And
Saw that.
yeah, Seth Rogen's a new parent living next door to a frat house. Oh, you have to watch them. There's two of them, but the first one's so good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a sequel to Zack and Miri.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Zack and Miri's another great one.
Except
Knocked Up. Knocked Up's my top 5.
Yeah.
Oh, The Breakup was really good. I like that.
Yeah, The Breakup.
Yeah.
The change up with Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman was awesome. Did you ever see that?
I've seen parts of it, not the whole.
That's a good one.
Don't get me started on Ryan Reynolds. Why? What the hell? Oh, okay. Apparently,
Do you not like Ryan Reynolds?
No.
Okay.
Fucking
Best.
Ryan Reynolds is everybody's gay pass.
Yeah.
Like that's
I'd fuck Ryan Reynolds.
That's a level of
kinda
famous that nobody can ever achieve. Like that.
He's perfect as Deadpool. To me, that's his greatest role. Like, he is Deadpool.
He is the new generation of Mel Gibson. He doesn't act. He just goes and puts on different outfits.
I mean, it's a weird comparison, but we'll take it.
Look at Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon. Was he acting?
It's been a while.
So
I haven't watched it as much as a lot of people have. I can't really.
Yeah.
But I do love What Women Want. That was a good movie. That was really funny. I wish we could actually read the minds of women. Me and Dave were talking about that a couple weeks ago. Would you rather read the mind of an animal or a human? Come on, Dave. He picked an animal.
I would too.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I want to know what my retarded cats are thinking, especially Florida man.
And humans are stupid.
They are.
Exactly. Humans put their stupid out there in the open. Like, I don't even want to know what's going on in your brain because you
don't want to get my brain.
Leave your space willingly.
You don't want to get my brain.
Because the shit you're in, I can't imagine even thinking about what you're thinking about.
But it'd be entertaining.
It'd be more.
The problem with the animal is it's going to keep thinking the same things over and over. Survival. Like, they're all about survival. And for the most part,
I don't know.
Maybe not a cat, but like.
I don't know. If you're ever up here, you got to come visit because you have to watch my Savannah because that dude's retarded.
Wait, what part of Pennsylvania are you in? Northeast?
Right outside Lehigh Valley.
Oh, okay.
Is that by Philly?
Out or north, depending on how heavy your foot is.
Yeah.
Well, Dave has the heavy feet. I don't. I can't see the comments anymore.
What?
Yeah, click the thing.
Oh, there we go. Mr. Mackey on the screen with your head. I don't know what that means.
From South Park.
I know who Mr. Mackey, but I don't get the. Okay. Yeah, I'm coming down my sister gets married in, it's either October or November. I can't remember. So I'm coming back to Northeast PA for a couple days.
We're at Northeast.
Like Scranton, Wilkes-Barre area.
Okay, yeah. So you're actually further north than I am from Philly.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, we'll try to hook it up.
Yeah, we'll fucking
Joe.
I want to go to a Trav's party.
Joe, he's probably more like Allentown-ish area.
Yeah. I'm 5 minutes from Blue Mountain Ski Area.
Oh.
Like I see their lights from my yard.
I don't know what that is.
It's a ski area.
Well, thank you. I could have guessed that from when he said ski area.
Yeah, so
it's like the Poconos kind
on the mountain.
I work in the Poconos. It's not technically Poconos, but yeah. So Blue Mountain Ski Area is what white people do. They drive their Volvos up the mountain and then they rent skis and then they fall down the hill.
Rhonda, you're right. I did say down. I always say down. I'll come down. I think it's just something I'm used to.
No, that's a redneck thing.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I always say PA I'm coming down
It's
to PA.
It's down or over. There's no other directions.
Well, I would say Joe's coming up to PA.
Oh, I'm coming all over. I'm gonna come a whole trail so I can follow it back. I'm using my way back. I don't care if it's a plane. I'm gonna come.
Are you driving the Renegade up?
I haven't decided.
No, he wants to make it.
I've never been on a plane, so I think maybe that's the time. I'm just terrified, man. Terrified.
What?
No.
Wait.
So,
have you ever flown before?
No, never.
Oh my God.
I
right.
don't like excessive heights. This is the problem. So
plane. You're not on a roller coaster.
Yeah. You're a foot and a half off the floor. You're fine.
Yeah, you're not up in
foot and a half off the clouds.
I mean, for all you know, I'm sitting in a jet right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to get really drunk or just stoned out of my mind to go on a plane. I don't know.
Well, I'm not going to deny that. Like, yeah,
I do not want a window seat at all.
fly.
I don't want a window seat the first time. I don't.
Why?
Because I'll probably puke.
How beautiful it is when you're going down.
That's what she said. No, like I'm sure it's fun. I'll do that the second time. If I can survive the first time, I'll do it the second time. But not the first time. I don't want to look out the window at all. I just want to close my eyes.
I
want somebody to punch me in the face when I get on the fucking plane. So my
recommendation is smaller plane, because like your 737s, your bigger planes, they suck. But if you get on like a commuter plane, a commuter jet, like a 3-row jet, it's like riding in a sports car. It's so much fun.
Yeah, just don't take a breeze.
I hate flying. But the two best flights I've ever been on, I was leaving San Pedro, Belize to fly back to mainland so we could leave. Little prop plane, a couple 100 feet off the water. Best flight ever.
I think Aaliyah would too.
And then for whatever reason, I got it.
If at first you don't succeed, crash yourself into a tree. Crash yourself into another tree.
Then we got diverted, and we had to do a commuter jet from Dulles back to Philly. And that pilot loved his job. Like, keep in mind, it's midnight. We're all boozed up. I haven't had a cigarette in 16 hours. I'm ready to kill people. And this he's driving his jet or he's flying his jet like it's, some dickhead with a Ferrari running through the back.
He was probably coked up.
I don't care. It was the best flight ever.
The good thing about a plane, you're not going to feel it. I don't think.
I mean, he did that
fighter
jet pilot takeoff where you do that nice little. All right, we're off the ground, and then fucking.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to puke the first time. I know.
It's the safest fucking mode of travel.
I know I'm going to puke. I know it. We were talking about animals. Did you guys ever have like a fucking crazy, like scary encounter with like a wild animal, like a bear or a snake, something? You did? All right. I have a couple.
I was leaving my house one morning to go to work, and I'm walking out of my garage. I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot to tie my shoe. So I kneel down and I tie my shoe. And outside of my garage, I had my Jeep parked, and I hear something in the gravel, like whatever. We got squirrels, birds, whatever. Noises happen out here. And then I see this paw just come out from behind the tire of my Jeep. I'm like, the fuck is that? And I stand up, and as I start walking back towards my truck to get in the door to go to work, bear walks out from behind my Jeep. And I'm like, well, one gun's in the truck, and the next gun's inside the house. I'm like, I was hungover. I was having none of it shit. I treated it like a toddler. I'm like, come on, you gotta go. Come on, get the fuck out of here. And I'm like chasing it through my yard. And like it gets to the tree line. It looks back at me all sad and shit. I'm like, oh fuck, I should have.
He was trying to play the pity card.
It was a baby one. It was maybe.
Well, good thing his mom wasn't around.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, but it was big. I'm small, so like I could have rode that motherfucker.
Joe, your flight is going to take a page out of the show Lost. Yeah, hell yeah. I hope so. That would be awesome. If I could crash and survive on an island, fuck yeah. Sign me up for that. I'd rather that than good than a nice, safe flight. Because that's my favorite show.
No. You're gonna end up on an island and you're gonna end up face fucking a fucking volleyball.
That's fine.
You're gonna end up on an island.
I remember seeing those deleted scenes from that Tom Hanks movie, Castaway. When he put a mouth hole in the ball.
Yo,
fucked it. I remember.
The best part of that movie was when he was trying to start the fire and he made it look like he was jerking off.
No, wait, what?
So when he was trying to make the fire, right before he did the "I made fire,"
yeah,
and like it's like
that was when he lost his mind.
And you just see the and then they pan out and it's just him trying to make a fire.
Oh, really? I'll have to rewatch that shit
just for that scene.
Yeah, I remember that was the first Blu-ray movie I bought because I loved the fucking original DVD, and I'm a big Tom Hanks fan. Second favorite actor.
First Blu-ray movie I bought was Death Race.
What is it? Oh, Death Race, the Tarantino, right?
No,
Rodriguez.
That's Death Proof. No, Death Race with Jason Statham, where he was in. He was set up to go to prison.
I don't think I saw that.
To race the car for the pay-per-view events. I bought.
Wait, wasn't that the one where they went cross country?
No.
What's that one?
Oh, you're thinking of Vanishing Point.
No,
I don't know that one. The cuck.
No, it's like
I've seen the cuck
thing that they do. I think too, but I thought Jason Statham was in it.
Oh, you're thinking of Cannonball Run.
No, was it the old movie, isn't it?
That was from the 80s.
Yeah, Jason Statham was still bald then, but
that's an
he
old
wasn't making movies.
Yeah, Cannonball Run was from the 80s.
Yeah, that's an old movie.
Say Cannibal Run?
Cannonball Run.
I think Cannibal Run.
So Cannonball Run is a real thing.
Yeah.
It was originally done in the 70s by Brock Yates.
Yeah. That was with Burt Reynolds, right?
Burt Reynolds was in it. Yep.
Yeah.
And so it's a real thing. Brock Yates did it in the 70s to protest fuel prices.
Oh. Wow.
And so you go from the Red Ball Garage in New York City to the Portofino Hotel in California.
Right. Yep.
They are now. I have to actually. You know what? Somebody probably beat it. They're doing New York to L.A. in like 20 hours.
Yeah, that's what I heard, that they were doing yes. That's not the movie I'm thinking of, though. I know about that, but I know there's another one that was like that, and I can't remember what the fuck it was. I did see that, though, about...
Yeah, they didn't update it yet, because they've actually gotten it below 24 hours.
They said there's a lot of scouts that go out and scout.
Oh yeah,
the road.
Oh, it's a fucking production.
Yeah, and they
send out decoy cars. The one guy Arnie, what is it?
Armie Hammer?
No.
They probably go right across 80. They probably catch 80 somewhere.
They actually do fly out 80, but Arnie Toman. They did an Audi S6, and they did vinyl wrapping on it to make it look like a Ford Taurus.
Yeah,
and they did it during COVID.
I think I remember seeing that.
Yeah, it's if it's something you're interested in, look up a YouTube channel called VinWiki. They do a whole lot of stories on that. The guy who owns that channel, he did one in a CL55 Mercedes.
Ooh.
Where the spare tire was in the back seat, the entire trunk was a fuel cell. But yeah, so during COVID, these guys started going out because there's nobody on the roads.
Yeah, and that was the best time.
They have people all along the highway scouting for police. They have people running decoy to get pulled over so they can maintain speed.
Yeah.
Imagine averaging 100+ miles an hour from New York City to Los Angeles.
It's crazy.
And the one guy who did it, the guy who owns the VinWiki channel, Ed, he was going across the country so fast that when he went to get fuel, his Amex declined it because there was no way he was able to go from one gas station to the next that fast.
Really?
He had to borrow one of his co-driver's credit cards. Yeah, but they're down in the 22-hour range, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a fucking production. Yeah. Everybody's trying to figure out what's the best cannonball car. So they did one. So back when it was a real race, a bunch of people would leave New York City at the same time.
Yeah.
They did the ambulance van, and they basically were they had somebody on a gurney in the back. Other people have done it where they're organ transport. So if they got pulled over, they had this cooler that looks like they're we got to get this heart to Los Angeles. And the cop's just go.
I'm looking up the cars. I like the Countach. That was kind of sweet.
That would be the worst car to actually do it in.
It looks like
that's the funny part. It's got a
spoiler.
It's got a 10-gallon fuel tank. It gets 6 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, you'd be always stopping.
So
yeah, me too, Ron.
They say big German sedans are the way to go.
BMWs, big BMWs and shit like that.
Yeah. So the one guy who's really into it is, where is it?
Jason
Alex Roy. Alex Roy did it in an E39 BMW M5, and that was back in 2006. Him doing that was I gotta have one of these cars. And Alex Roy was in with the Gumball Rally, things like that over in Europe. He would letter the car up to look like a European police car. He would have all the lights for every country they were going through. So if he's coming up on traffic, you're in this country, you hit this switch and those police lights come on. Obviously very illegal, but cool shit.
Yeah.
So back in 2020, I had the opportunity to buy an E39 M5, and I'm yep, I'm fucking doing it. And so there it is in my driveway.
There you go.
That's fucking cool.
I'm not gonna try and do a record cannonball, but I'm definitely gonna cannonball that car. I'm gonna go from the Portofino or from Red Bull to Portofino with that car.
Yeah.
Because fuck it, why not? You only live once.
Before I forget,
right,
Sasha, send me your craziest picture, because did you see the logo for our podcast? The bushes to the side?
I did, but when I looked it up last night, I was definitely drunk when I did.
Okay, but there's me and Dave as pandas. Okay,
right.
Then there's an eggplant in the bushes. You know what the eggplant means. And then to the left of us, there's an open bush. Okay.
Okay.
So I want to Photoshop you in there. Every guest I have, I'm going to Photoshop them into the picture. When I'm
sure I have something controversial.
So give me something wild. I don't know if I can show tips, but you could do
No. I can do controversial and safe for work.
All right, good. So when you get a chance after this, send me one.
Oh,
we have until Tuesday, so.
I'll find something. I actually have a couple of pictures in mind already.
But for every guest I have, I'm gonna put them in the bushes. You know what I mean? So that was my cool idea. But yeah. So we'll do that. New logo every 5 minutes. Yeah, I like to change it up, especially for my audio podcasts. I always did if it was a film thing, I made a separate logo for the movie review, or if it was about true crime, I made a true crime logo with the Peter Joe podcast. No, not yet, Rhonda. I have to get your permission. I'm not going to just do it without it, but this is something I thought of when I made the new logo. So I talked to Dave about that already. And eventually I'm going to make some gear, maybe start with shirts. give them away to like random people that listen to and watch the show. Be consistent.
Look into a company in Texas, Bunker Branding. They are a merch provider for a lot of content creators.
Yeah.
I don't know like what I don't know the financials of it.
What is it called?
Bunker Branding.
Bunker Branding. Yeah, I need something just to start. If I give away 10 shirts or 10 hoodies, it's advertising. You know what I mean?
So the reason why I'm suggesting them is the owner of the company is
it's in Boone, PA.
What's that?
It's in Boone, PA.
No, it's in Bernie, Texas.
Oh, wait, did I go the right thing? Hold on.
Apparently not.
Oh, yeah, Boerne, Texas.
Bernie.
Yep.
Okay.
So he is a YouTube person. Actually, the owner of that company is a YouTuber. Biggest gun channel on YouTube at the moment, 10+ million subscribers. Big into collaboration with other content creators.
Oh, cool.
The reason I suggest that person is because when you start blowing up, then everybody wants to collab.
Right. Well,
so
I mean, half of podcasting is collaborating. I mean,
exactly. So
it's showing
also you're supporting American workers. You can say, hey, my merch is made here in the USA. It's made in Texas.
Right.
Whatever. Like I said, I don't know the business aspect of it, so like I don't know like if there's minimum buy-ins or things like that. But you get to the point where you guys are gaining some traction. He's gonna shout you guys out. One, because
it helps
he's just a good dude. But two, the more merch you sell, the more money he makes.
Yeah, it's all connections. I mean, it helps.
And like
it's not hard to spot somebody on a podcast or plug somebody.
You know, and a lot of people that that do their merch through him, I follow their channels, like Donut Operator, AK Guy, Fat Electrician. Like I'm into like all kinds of like weird like history, guns, just random shit like that. And he does all their stuff. He does Robert O'Burst. I think he does Bill Goldberg's merch. Whole bunch of people. Yeah. And then, when you get to that level where you're a known creator, you have a legit link on his page. And so like people go to bunkerbranding.com, like, oh, there's the Pete and Joe podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Hell yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm gonna look into Bunker Branding. So
and like
maybe I can get a Yeah.
Not that I know him, because like we were saying before, like oh, we watch these YouTubers and we know them like friends. Yeah. No, he's just a legit good person.
Yeah.
Based off of what I see on YouTube, he's probably a piece of shit in real life, but
never know. But all right, I mean it's getting late on our end. I really enjoyed this fucking episode. So thank you, Sasha, for hopping in.
I was gonna say, holy crap, this has been going on for like almost 2 hours now.
We try to keep it to an hour, but we have fun and we forget the time most times.
It never works.
Whatever. I don't care because I love it.
I'm just surprised that
every Wednesday, man. Honestly, it's a good time.
It's always a Wednesday.
If you ever want to come back on, we could talk about. We could do a topic. We could shoot the shit again like we just did tonight. But fucking hell yeah, it was a good time.
Yo, I love controversial topics. So if you want something that's like really fucking out there, tag me.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
Remember, send me that picture. Send me. I don't care if it's an awkward picture, whatever you choose it. Send me it. I'll put you in the bushes.
I have a couple in mind. I just have to find them in my camera roll. Of
send me a few and we'll work it out. Maybe we'll make a whole new logo just for this episode. So, yeah, hell yeah.
Well, right. You guys have a fantastic night. I have to eat dinner now because I'm a irresponsible adult. Well,
Yeah. Thank you for all the people that have watched, commented. We appreciate you guys. All right.
Let's do this shit again sometime. That was fun.
Good night, guys.
Later, guys. I'm out.